Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they match up with the great Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense led by number 12, Aaron Rodgers. And the Pack in an unfamiliar position this year. They have not made the playoffs for 2 years running. 6-9-1 a year ago. And now with a new head coach in Matt LaFleur, no guarantee certainly that they'll play meaningful football in January this year. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork, knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Rodgers to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Many times as we open a game, we talk about guys who are drafted in the first round, but how about the undrafted players? In this case, safety Tashawn Gibson, who's made the most of his time in the NFL, becoming a starter in the league, and since 2012 has 20 interceptions, the most for undrafted players in that time frame.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yo, watch twist. Watch this.
From the 41, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Touchdown, Packers! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Texans offense heading out, and it's Deshaun Watson leading the way, the third-year man out of Clemson. Last year, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, but the big number for the Texans, he was sacked a league-high 62 times. They'll try to do better in this one. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, look at Thomas, wide open. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So we've hit halftime here, and as we expected, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Watson, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
24 is the mic.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Watson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A carry for Foreman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 10-7, under a minute 20 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They don't want to keep playing.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He's back to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Off to Thomas on the left side. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime.
With the score still tied. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it